me see. Someone asked me, this is Chris Valenzuela, Sevan, how about the rap and the whole hip hop culture? Music can and will be a huge tool for us. Right you are, my friend. I believe that, anytime you say the rap, which has now gotten a real forte, like it's not, rap is now world star hip hop. Rap is now, it's turned into that. So, there's a lot of underground rap, but when's the last time you've seen like a Cannabis, and even then, like when's the last time that you've seen that kind of rapping going on? So what I think is that it is going to take, it's a twofold thing because, I'm a thinker, so I'm going to be able to give you the strategy. But the reality is this. So you want to go and rap. So that means you need to basically either go independent or you need to be able to say what they want you to say. So which one is it going to be? So obviously a person who's even asking that question is going to choose independent. So then when you look at it, so now you got to sell units. And then, and what happens with that is that music is still good music. So if you find someone that can actually produce good music, generally they're not talking about something conscious. Then if you find people that want to do conscious rap, then it kind of sounds strange because they don't understand the intricacies between in the beats, such as what you see Shawty Red and those kind of people produce. Like I lived in Atlanta for a while, so I understand, the layering of tracks and what it really takes to create something that will actually blend those audiences. Because remember, when you're talking about music being a powerful tool, rap music being a powerful tool to assist individuals, that's a powerful tool that is getting to a certain demographic. And that certain demographic, when they generally like to hear their rap, they like to hear it a certain kind of way. So this means that everything now is really functioning on the beat. So you need somebody that's going to be able to go back in there, work with that beat and those tracks, and then someone that actually knows how to go in there and flow over the top of it. But don't get me wrong, I've seen individuals now that have the skills to blend this message in with their music. So we'll see what happens yet, because what's happening is that there's no industry for them. There's no support for them, right? It's the same thing that happens all the time. So if nobody's going to buy their CD and album, how long can they even do? First of all, in the music industry, it's complicated anyway. Like how long can you even try to produce music before you try to bail out? So if you don't, work in the studio, you don't get a deal, you're not capable of doing something on that level, right? So just to conclude the question, it's something that needs a lot of time put into, and you really have to know what you're doing. You also have to know how to be a real bridge, because you're going to have to make certain kind of content that's on the line, especially if you're looking to attract the individuals that are on the other side that generally listen to that kind of content, right? So I'm not saying no, it's not possible. I'm just saying that it's something that I've been looking into, but I haven't found kind of the people out there that are capable of producing something that I feel like would be a good venture. So we'll keep going with this. And as I said, there's conscious rappers and things out there now. Their information and content's on YouTube, so it's not like I'm saying, no, I'm stopping all conscious rap, because people are going to do what they want to do, and you see it out there, but you don't see it in the mainstream. It's because you got to know how to weave that beat. You need to know how to drop those bass, like what Epicenter used to do, and then you have to know how to hit those right tunes in that sequence of patent songs that always succeed, especially that have the urban beats. And then you also have to know how to put that track over the top of it, but keep that hook very simple. And then the best that you can do for trying to advance a person's consciousness is make that hook related to something like consciousness. But then you would still have to walk the line, because you couldn't stay in the consciousness too long or you're going to get shut down. So you got to ride on the beat. So that's just the whole thing. And I'm looking into it. See, it's just all about carriers. Like that's what all this stuff breaks down to, because if someone's talking to you, like even right now, I'm doing an extreme injustice to some of the content that I'm bringing forth because I'm having to talk in English about it. So then you have to really look into my intentions and the vibration of my voice to really understand where I'm coming from, but it's not going to really come from the words. So what happens is of course, if you're just saying those words and you're trying to make those words rhyme, and then it can get to be a bit either repetitious or not actually teaching anyone anything. But I can see, to not look at it all that I'm throwing other musical genres under the bus, I see them as very useful for deprogramming. Because obviously if someone is listening to a certain kind of music, a certain kind of beat, and then you give them that same kind of beat, that same kind of hook, and they start to like it, and then you put some kind of content in there that starts to pull them out of that may work. I just see that, especially for what we're dealing with directly, that frequencies for the individuals that we generally attract anyway are going to be a lot more useful right now, and something that people are going to get into more than trying to hear someone else talk to them about, what they're experiencing, even in the conscious world. Because, I think we kind of get a little bit tired after a while of hearing someone say something over and over and over again. Like, even me personally, I make sure that every time we get on one of these conversations, there's something new, something fresh, because I always have something new, something fresh going on. So if I have to still stay in a hook, if I have to stay in a loop, then it's going to make it very difficult for other people to begin to keep growing off of what I'm presenting.